Hello. Hi everyone, it's Amy from AMPO here. I hope that you're having a great week. Here at AMPO, we have been coming up alongside you every week to talk to you about annual giving strategies and how we can take your program and make it more strategic so that you're having strategic conversations with those donors and donor prospects that are part of your annual giving program. So annual giving, these are the renewable, repeatable gifts that donors give year over year to your organization. So these gifts, they might not be the largest gifts that you're getting, but they are quantity-wise the most gifts that your organization is receiving. And so we have spent some time talking about how we could come up with a strategic annual giving prospect list. And so you have that list and you're ready to go. And now we're going to start talking about how you can have purposeful conversation with those donors. And so what I mean by a purposeful conversation is it's one that's going to help us to deepen the relationship. It's one that is going to help us to create trust back and forth, not between the donor and donor prospect, and both you and with the organization. And this is also a conversation that is going to help us to deliver information to those donors and donors prospects. So if you think about our story prompts that we used when we were talking about the impact piece and when we were talking about the appeal letter, those stories that we used then, they're going to come into play now. And this is going to give you an opportunity to share that information firsthand with some of those donors, some of those key people to your organization. So a purposeful conversation is part of your cultivation strategy. And cultivation is the process of engaging and maintaining the interest and involvement of a prospect. It is a broad term that encompasses everything done up to and including when a prospect is invited to make a gift. At its heart, it is about developing relationships with those capable of giving support and providing them with targeted and timely information. So cultivation is an experience. It's an experience of getting to know a prospect. It's more than mailings and emails. It is an active process where you find yourself engaged in meaningful conversations. And those meaningful conversations, like I said earlier, they're going to help deepen relationships, build trust, and help give us a chance to deliver information. So choosing to have a conversation with a purpose is different than other conversations because you are taking an active role. You are taking an active role in listening and engaging with prospects towards a common goal. It takes training, energy, and discipline to have these conversations because you're going to be fully present with those people, and it requires you to listen and engage with your prospects in a deep and meaningful way. So this is about intentional listening. So this is about really, truly listening to hear and not listening to respond. So you're listening on a deeper way than you would in your normal conversations day to day. It's also about engaging someone in a deep conversation. And so it takes more than just one interaction. There's a book called The Zen of Listening, and I'll put a link to it in the comments, where she talks about how you have to address someone's concerns, understand their feelings, and refer back to their previous comments in a future conversation. And that author, her name is Rebecca Schaefer. So I'll put that link, like I said, in the comments for you. So the success of your development program really hinges on how good you are at having purposeful conversations with donors and donor prospects. So you want to work on your ability to listen and engage with folks and to be able to share those crucial impact stories with them. So that's what we're talking about this week. It's all part of a strong cultivation program, and so give it a try. Set up a time to meet with one of your donors and donor prospects that's on your strategic annual giving prospect list, and have a conversation with them in a deep way. Next week, we'll talk about some of those listening skills and questions that you can ask, and then we're going to dig deeper into engaging with as we move through this. So stick with me, and I promise that you're going to build some really great relationships with some additional donors and donor prospects for your organization. Have a great week, and as always, don't hesitate to reach out with additional questions or comments that you might have for me. Thank you, everyone.